Is this situation familiar to you? You are just about to give a presentation and suddenly your heart starts to beat so loudly and fast that you can literally hear it. Your mouth begins to dry, your palms to sweat, you get some stomach nausea, and even your vision becomes more cloudy. If so, then you perfectly know how public speaking anxiety feels like. Hello everyone, my name is Luminita, and today I want to share with you some proven ways how to overcome stage fright and become much more confident when presenting. These are my favorite tips that help me out so many times. So if you have stage fright but you want to overcome it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. The first thing that you have to do is to know your audience. And I talked about this before when I was speaking about effective communication, effective public speaking, how to engage with your audience, make this whole situation a little bit more interactive and interesting. But actually knowing your audience will not make the presentation pleasant just for your audience or just to the people that you're talking to, but also to you, because it will help you mild this anxiety or not be so afraid speaking to them. But why are we even afraid to speak in front of a group of people? Actually, we're afraid of the unknown. We don't know these people. They are like a blank canvas for us. We don't know what their thoughts are, what they feel, so we don't know what to expect from them. We don't know how they will react to us, will they like us, what we should do for them to like us. And because all this information is missing, we start to get nervous, we start to overthink things, and so on. So what you can practically do is either ask the organizers of the event or the conference who the audience will be, or who are those people that will listen to your talk. What is their age range? What are the occupations of these people? What are their goals? Why are they there? Because then you can kind of create a persona in your head. You kind of can make a picture of who are those people. And as I said before, first of all, it's important because then you can change the language that you'll use, change the tone, because you'll obviously speak differently if you're addressing a group of people that is 60 plus, where you're addressing children that are 5 years old, obviously. But it also make you already kind of familiar to these people. They're not complete strangers. You have already some information about them, and this will help you a lot to not be so anxious. The second thing that you can do is to, prior the event, like on the day of the event or the evening before, read the news from the area where you are presenting. And I don't mean all kind of news, just the breaking news or the most important things. Because it happened to me sometimes that in that exact location, something happened the day before or the morning before, and people were mentally not there, or they were distressed, or they were very agitated, and I had the impression that they didn't like my talk or they didn't like me, which was not true. And I was nervous for no reason. And if you forgot to do any of these things prior to the event, when you are at the location, before your speech or before the conference starts, and there is a buffet or there's a group of people talking in there, you can actually go and get to know personally 3, 4, 5 people, depends how talkative you are or how nervous you are. But knowing someone from the audience will help you recognize them when you are on the stage, and you will actually not speak to some strangers anymore, but you'll talk to Chad, who is a married guy whose wife is Katie, and they have 2 beautiful children, and he works as a sales assistant. And you will not talk to strangers anymore because you know already Katie, or you'll know already Megan, who is a marketing, who works in a marketing agency. So you will not talk to strangers anymore. You already know Maggie, Ted, Tom, and so on. And when you feel frightened on the stage, you can look at them and actually address them, and this will make you feel more comfortable, familiar, and relaxed. The second tip is to acknowledge your power position. In many books and videos and seminars, you will hear this phrase, audience is king or audience is queen. And although I still think that the audience is very important, I disagree with this concept. I personally think that audience is the class, or audience where in the audience there are students, no matter what their social status are. If you are on this stage and there is a group of people listening to you, they are the class, they are the students, and you're the teacher. You're the expert. So why would you be afraid of people that are actually there to learn things from you? They're not here to bring you down. They're not here to see you fail. They are here looking at you like an expert, like a teacher, like a mentor, and they want to learn. They're here to absorb information. There's one phrase that I want you to really tattoo on your brain. Really remember it. As a speaker, you need no validation, but your audience needs your information. If you change this perspective from these people are here not to bring me down, but they are here to learn from me, because I was invited to give a talk, and I was invited to give a talk because I have expertise, because I have knowledge, because I have experience and so on. When you realize that they are the students and you are the teacher, the stage fright will disappear instantly. And my third tip is know and own your stage. That's why if you have the possibility, really make sure that you see the stage before you present, that you know where the stage is, that you have the possibility to be on the stage, that you have the possibility to have a rehearsal or trial run. If you aren't on the stage before the presentation itself, you already know how the stage looks like, you already know how the room looks like. It's not something new, it's not out of your comfort zone. And if you have the possibility to do the rehearsal more times or during 2 or 3 days, then this stage will be like your home already. And making the analogy, when you're at home, you feel the most comfortable, you feel the most safe. Usually when we go to someone else's home, we start to obey their rules. But when we are at home, we make the rules, and this will actually help you again with my second tip, that you will be in the power position. If you know your stage, if you are familiar, if this stage already becomes even your comfort zone, then you will feel much more relaxed, and you will show the audience that you are at home, you are the king of or the queen of this stage, and they have to listen to you. This tip is especially vital if the stage is small, if there's a concrete spot that you have to stay in, if you're working, if you're moving around, if this is part of the presentation. And we also had a rehearsal when I was presenting, or when I was at the TEDx, when I was a TEDx speaker. I went there the day before. I knew exactly when I come to the stage where exactly to stay. I knew exactly where my pens and my cup will be. I knew exactly if it's on the right or the left side. So when I came to the when the time of the presentation arrived, and when I was in front of the audience, everything was already optimized. So I knew already every single movement. I knew every single thing that I have to do, even the clap, even the hello that the moderator Lucas and I did. Everything, we did everything before. So when I was on the stage, I didn't have to think of anything else besides my story and what idea I want to share. As a quick refresh, in order for you to overcome the stage fright and be much more confident in front of your audience when you're presenting, you have to know your audience. Then you have to acknowledge that you are in the power position, that you are the one in the center. And last but definitely not least, you have to know and own your stage, as if this is your apartment, this is your room, this is your space. I highly recommend you to really try these tips out, because they're not so difficult to do, but they will have a tremendous impact on the way the audience perceives you and on the way you feel every single time when you have to give a presentation. If this video was helpful for you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend or colleague that you know is afraid of public speaking. And you also know that we'll be very thankful to hear it all, because I can guarantee you that it helps and it works. Also, click on the bell button to get notified every single time when I post a new video. If you want to learn today, right now, something more about public speaking, communication, presentations, you can click here and here to join my growing community. Remember that communication builds connections, and miscommunication builds a mess. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.